just give your friends some grace. I feel like we're very quick to write off a friend, but we keep these men so close. I didn't want to be the one to say it. What's up YouTube, it's your girl Jada Jonay and I am back with another video. As you already see by the title, today I'm back with yet another girl talk. Really enjoyed my last girl talk and I told y'all I was going to try to make it a habit to do these more often. I just want to keep y'all connected and kind of open up a little bit more so we can just kind of create this community and create these conversations so that we can just be connected in this way. First and foremost, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We're on the road to 300K. I'm super excited. If you find it in me to stick around, please hit that subscribe button and also turn that bell post notifications to be notified every time I post a video. A girl hit me like the other day and she was like, she hasn't been notified in months. And I'm like, YouTube, what are you doing? I would hate for y'all to miss these really good uploads. Today's topic is going to be adult friendships and friendships in our 20s. I feel like I never experienced so many just friendship problems and issues until I became an adult. And now I want to talk about it. This is kind of something that happened recently that kind of gave me an eye-opener in a way. I have an old friend that passed away. And we were childhood friends. I won't really say that we were friends as we got older, but we had a really tight bond when we were children. Friends from around like 12 years old to maybe really from 12. I think we really stopped being friends when I turned 19. We never ended friends on bad terms. We did have our highs and our lows in our friendship. I always carried my love for my friends in my heart. So even if we stop speaking, if we're not as close, it's always gonna be love, even if it's from afar. Like, I have so many friends that I literally just picked up along the way, and it's still so much love. I have friends from freaking 6th grade that I was freaking 11 years old, and to this day it's still so much love. It just happened recently, so it's still really fresh. We weren't really speaking, and it was no reason why we weren't speaking, but we just had went some time without speaking. And we always had the friendship where like we would probably go 6 months without talking, and then out of the blue I'll message her or I'll see her somewhere, or you know, vice versa, and it'll just be like, oh my god, like I'm so proud of you, I love you. Like, it's still love there. It's like a dagger in my heart, because it's like I didn't have a chance to really say anything to her to let her know that I really like still cared for her, still loved her. And spoken since like 2021, and I think I seen her in the mall in 2022. Really want her to rest in peace. It's very sad and upsetting, y'all. She had a baby. Like, she's in a better place. Like, it's a really sad situation, and I feel like I don't even have the right for real to speak on it. So I really wish that I could have done more. It struck me to do this video in a way that inspired this video. That just sparked the conversation, and now we're gonna talk about friendships in our 20s. So I kind of said this before, but the way that I view my friends as family. I never grew up with like a lot of people around my age. I probably had like one cousin that was my age. I didn't really have like that tight-knit family. Everybody has stories with their cousins and they go to their grandma's house and they do this, they do that. I didn't have that. My grandma only had 3 children, and all of her children, besides my mom, they had children later on. So their children are babies to me. So those are like really like nieces and nephews for real, because I feel like auntie. I never really had that, except for like on my dad's side I had cousins that I would hang around, but then again I never really went around my dad either. So that was a very brief part of my childhood. But as I got older, like into my teenage years, I really stopped going around my dad and his family. So that connection of course broke, because you know, when you're a teenager you're not really a child anymore. You can start thinking for yourself. Aside from that, I have always like picked up friends. It's so crazy, but I've always had a lot of friends. I never remember a time where I didn't have a lot of friends ever. Like even coming up, I had so many friends. It's so crazy. And they were from all over. 5th grade, I got a friend from 5th grade. I'm gonna drag my friend from 5th grade to 8th grade, introduce her to my 8th grade friends. We all gonna be friends. Like, I used to be that person. So bottom line, I didn't have that childhood of where I was around just a buku amount of kids and people my age. I kind of just came up, it was just like me and my brother and my siblings, for real. Whenever I met a friend, I kind of looked at them like sisters, like cousins, like family members. I really connect on to my friends. And I say all this to say, I take my friendships really seriously. They be family for real. Very prominent when I was a child, because people that you seeing every day, the bond is going to be stronger than ever. When you become an adult, just by default, your friendships are going to become low maintenance. Children, when you're teenagers, all that talking on the phone, meeting up every day, coming to each other's house every day, it just comes to an end. People are working, people have children, people have significant others. Friendship becomes a thing where, are you free? Mind you, it's January. Are you free in March on this day, on this time, at this time? That's what friendship kind of becomes. It's a really drastic change from what you may be used to. Now, you may have your friends where you talk to them every day, or you talk to them every day like for a week straight, and then y'all talk for like 3-4 weeks, and then y'all right back at it. Very complex situation, but so much love in a genuine friendship. People who genuinely care about you, people who genuinely want to see you win, people who genuinely just want to help you or see where you lack and want to lift you up. The question kind of had me started thinking and talking, and I just was thinking, like, that kind of made me like self-reflect. And I was really just trying to think, like, am I a good friend? And sometimes we always point the finger at people, say who's wrong about certain things, but I really had to sit and think, am I a good friend? Am I a good friend? I say I'm a good friend, I feel like I'm a good friend, but one thing that we don't realize about friendships, while they're not as intimate as a romantic relationship, it's still a relationship. And then we have to start the conversation about like love languages. Just because I'm low maintenance and I don't need nobody to check on me and I can self-soothe, that doesn't mean that my friend is the same way. She may need that love, that support, somebody to check on her constantly, check up on her every single day. And I feel like being a friend is being there for someone when they need you the most. And I feel like I really had to kind of analyze myself, and that's just self-reflection, of course. And I feel like sometimes I'm really tied up in my ways, and because I feel like I don't need anybody, I'm very self-sufficient. In our ways and our selfishness, we kind of just say like, people have to just deal with stuff on their own. And you could really be the change in somebody's life that, you know, kind of changes the trajectory of where it was going, if you really try, if you make the time. And I know everybody has like stuff going on in their life, and you know, they kind of tend to their own for the most part, similar to me. But I feel like that kind of mentality leads me to like kind of be neglectful. And I just started thinking about that, like, I'm around, but I'm around like if you call me. Like, I'm the friend that if you call, you can call me if you need me, but I'm really not gonna call you. Communication. But like I said, I have a lot of freaking friends. I probably got like 15 friends, probably like 12. I'll say 12. It's hard keeping up with all of them. I'm gonna be honest, it's hard making sure everybody feels the love from Jada. That said, like, I feel like a lot of stuff just goes under the rug, and a lot of people don't need that. Some people are completely fine, they don't need you to be up on them. But there's a lot of friendships that I have that, you know, like, I wish, like, oh, we used to be so close, I wish we were still, you know, that way. And I feel like a big part of that could kind of just be me, Like I can be the problem. It's okay for you to be the problem sometimes. Sometimes when you feel like, I'll be like, I don't need nobody, I don't ask nobody for nothing, I don't call nobody, I literally self-soothe. Like I deal with stuff on my own. Subconsciously, my mind, because I self-soothe and I do all that stuff, it'll tell me that nobody is there for me. So that's what the problem is. In turn, that reflects off on other people, and I kind of push that back onto them. Oh, you're not there for me. But it's not, I'm not allowing you to be there for me. I'm not allowing you to be my safe space, my person. And I feel like I can't do both of those. Either I'm gonna have to self-soothe and, you know that if I need it, these people are there. It's very detrimental, and that's like self-sabotage, because your mind will really play tricks on you and you will start thinking the world is against you. I do it all the time, and nobody's really against you. Everybody's literally for you, mostly. And so I just kind of started analyzing, like after that happened, like these last couple days, it literally happened like a couple days ago. These last couple days, I've just been kind of analyzing some things and really just trying to find a way to really show my friends that I really love them. Because I feel like I don't do it enough. Like I say like, oh, I love you, da da da, but I don't think like people really understand, like, no, I really do love you. Like I really care for you a lot. Like I'm trying to train myself to be able to learn how to pick up the phone more. Like, hey, when I start thinking about people, hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing, I was just thinking about you. Like I need to start being that friend, because I just be kind of going through life, floating through life, and I be okay with, oh, I'll talk to you on your birthday, I'll talk to you on Christmas or Thanksgiving. But some people are just happy to hear your voice. And like I said before, it's a lot of love in a genuine friendship. You don't ever want to just write your friends off. Your friends are the people who are going to be there for you, especially if you have really, really good friends. Don't write your friends off, and don't think like the world is against you. So that kind of just started making me think about just reaching out more and just texting, just because, like, I don't know, like, and not thinking about what people are doing to me. Like I tend to say like, oh, nobody don't text me, so I don't text them, or I stop calling, or like yada yada yada. But again, you never know what somebody is going through. So like, who am I to say like, oh, I ain't heard from a couple months, I'm not texting her? When she come up on your mind, text her. You never know, like she's probably over there going through it, and your text might have made her day because she hasn't spoken to you. So like, that's just kind of things that my mind is kind of maturing, and just learning that so many different things play a part into why people are the way they are, why people interpret things the way they interpret them. Childhood trauma, just their mind, the way their brain works. Like it's so many different things that play a role into that, and I'm trying to learn to be more receiving, accepting, and like just, this is some things people can't control, and I'm gonna always be my purest self regardless. I don't care what the outcome, I don't care about what's coming to me or nothing like that. Always being your pure self is the way to win, because you can't lose by just being yourself and really giving the most love that you can give, giving everything your all, because where's the harm in that? It made me look at things differently. And sometimes you just gotta have love. You just gotta be there for somebody, talk to them. And I know a lot of times it's like overwhelming. It is overwhelming to take on people's problems, and I definitely say if you are not emotionally equipped to deal with that, don't, because it can definitely take a toll on you. Because I have definitely experienced taking on other people's issues and it having an impact on me. Just give your friends some grace. And I feel like we're very quick to write off a friend and say a friend, that she did some foul shit to me, but we keep these men so close. I didn't want to be the one to say it. You got to start having some more grace. And I'm gonna give y'all a mini story time within this story, because this is also something I think about, because this is also something that her passing really did a number on me and my mental, and just the way that I'm thinking in general. So I'm just gonna let y'all in on a little insight. Originally I was gonna do a story time. I was childish minded. I was like, you know, like that weird, yada yada yada. But my frame of mind right now, I have been thinking very, very deeply, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about it. About mid last year, 2023, I had a weird encounter with someone that I was relatively close with. Now, we weren't like the closest of friends, but she was definitely one of my close friends like from middle school. And the situation all around was just weird. Like, I don't know where the fallout happened. We just stopped talking, like unfollowed, everything. It just was a weird situation. And I have been talking about it for months. And I know that I know that me talking about it is because it's hurt. It's like confusion, because I don't like being confused. I like clarity. So that kind of struck me with her passing. I would hate for something to happen to anybody that I love. Like I told y'all previously, any of my friends, I love them to death. So I would hate for something to happen and I not be able to properly grieve because I didn't make peace with a situation. I didn't express to them how I felt, and that would always sit on my heart. So yeah, so the situation is weird. I wouldn't even call it a fallout because it was just a weird situation, and I don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened. We were literally a couple months before with each other. So the disconnect, I don't know where the disconnect happened. And I've just been thinking about it since then. Like, what the f happened? What happened? And so this situation led to me like just flipping out. I just unfollowed her. Like you weird. I don't know what's wrong with her, but you. And it may be an issue. It may, like, you never know what you could have done to a person. You never know what you could have said that offended somebody. You may have did something without even knowing it. Like I said, people interpret things completely different, and that is why you should always speak what's on your heart so that any confusion can lead to clarity. And so, like I said, we never had words. It was literally nothing. It was the weirdest situation ever, y'all. I swear to God. Like, I tell everybody about this because this is somebody that I genuinely care for. Like, we've been around like forever. And so it just got me thinking, and I was like, I kind of want to reach out, but I don't want it to be counterproductive because it's like, what if? But I can't think about the response or lack thereof. I can only get off what's on my heart. I can only get off what's on my heart. That's up in the air. That's between God and whoever. But I can't say like, oh, I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm trying to get closer with God, and I'm holding any type of anger, resentment, or anything in my heart, because that's not true. That's not pure. I'm thinking about, you know, just reaching out to her and just telling her like, I don't know what the problem was, but I really loved you as a friend. I don't know if I didn't do my part in your eyes, but I don't know. Like, I just want you to know I still care about you. And maybe you out, like, cause she cut us off. Like, she cut everybody off. Like, she don't talk to none of us from the friend group. And I'm like, maybe you outgrew us or whatever, but I don't want to hold any type of feelings towards you in my heart. So I just want to let you know, yada, 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 yada. Because I wasn't able to do that with my other friend. We weren't able to really close that chapter. Like, it kind of was open-ended. So I want to be able to do that so that that weight can be lifted off my shoulders. I can stop talking about that. Stuff like that rarely happens to me. Weird don't just happen to me because, like I said, I keep good people around me. I have good energy. So stuff like that really doesn't happen to me often. So when that happened, it kind of just, that was like a shocker, you know? And I'm like, what? Am I tripping? Is this fucking play about us? Pride. Y'all know I am a very, very prideful person. Like, I'm very, very prideful. I think I'm just gonna have to do it. That'll just release some tension, and it'll just get that off my chest, because I really would hate to never know what the problem was. Even if it's not a problem, even if it's just a situation, because you can outgrow people, but I feel like the way I went about it was not right. And I'm not saying the way she went about it was right either, but I feel like it was never a situation where it couldn't be mended or communicated about. I just jumped the gun and I was just like, unfollow. This is weird. It was a weird situation, but again, that's when you should start. That's when you address stuff head on. If y'all really friends, you should be able to address stuff to your friend without it being weird. So I I don't know. That's just kind of what I'm on right now. Y'all let me know what y'all think I should do. I think I'm gonna do it though. But if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna have to do it very soon because I don't wanna, her birthday coming up and I don't really wanna, you know, do it on her birthday. So yeah, but like I said, like I just love everybody that I've ever had around me. It's never no, like I've never had a bad friend. I've never had a bad friend. Like a real friend. I've had people around me who may, just stuff in their life may bleed into how they feel about me. But I've never had a bad friend. It's always been so much love. It's just always been that way. And yeah, so more into detail with in our 20s. Like I don't want to just talk y'all heads off about that because this can be a series off a series. Like there's so many different aspects to being friends as adults. Like it's so many things we can go into detail with and all of that. But just bottom line, just you just gotta have grace. Like that's just the bottom line I can say. Have grace for your friends because everybody, like life is hard, especially right now. Like 2024, I know ho. Like life is expensive as everybody rich on the internet. Like it's just a lot. So I can understand how just life can just have people going crazy. Just love your friends. Do stuff for your friends. Show them that they're cared for, that they're loved. If you see them down, reach your hand out and pick them back up. Now, I'm not saying help somebody who don't want to be helped because I know a lot of people like that. Some people don't want to be helped. Sometimes you can only do your part in the best way that you can. But I definitely say just love on your friends. I feel like we tend to throw friendships on the back burner a lot in the sake of low maintenance. Like don't get me wrong, I love a low maintenance friend. I love a friend that I can go without a month talking and she don't think I'm no weird ass. You know what I'm saying? I love somebody who don't take offense if I don't comment on every single post they post. I love somebody who, you know, like gonna pick up the phone when they miss me, or pick up the phone when something good happened in their life to let me know what's going on. Circle back around to different people's love languages. And sometimes we tend to love people in our love language when we really need to love them in their love language. Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch. Some people love hugs. I do not like hugs. I do not like hugs. I don't like hugs. Hugs just make me feel very vulnerable. I'm not big on hugging, but some people like hugs. So if someone wants to hug me, I'm gonna hug them. Even though I'm not big on hugs, I'm gonna do it. Like you have to start, just like we cater to our man and we love our mans in these different ways, it's the same way for a friendship. It's not as intimate. We not laying in the bed with you at night, but you can definitely love your friends very strong and very deeply. Just try to be your best. Be the best. Like when you're a good person, it shows. I feel like anybody around me knows. Like I don't be trying to be neglectful. It just kind of happens. Also, another thing is crazy, but I don't watch Instagram stories. I stopped watching Instagram stories in 2020, and I think I want to start back because I feel like I be really missing a lot. I'm in all my friends' close friends, and I just be wondering what they be posting. You know, like it's a reason why I stopped watching stories. It's very stupid, but I feel like once I stopped, I just never started back. And Instagram, I don't stay on Instagram for a long time. Like I kind of get on and get off. I post and do this and do that, but I don't stay on Instagram for a long time. And if I am, I'm on the explore page. And I feel like I need to start connecting to my friends in each way that I can. And that's one of them too. Like stories, like you'll be like, oh, stories. But no, like I be thinking about like how I post every single detail about me on my story. I be like, I be missing everything in my friend's life. And they be saying stuff and I be like, what you talking about? What are you talking about? And they be knowing, but I don't be knowing. So that's another thing. But yeah, I definitely want to start back watching stories. At least my friends' stories, or like people that I know and people that I actually follow and care to watch their stuff. But that's aside the topic. If y'all want to see this be a series of me talking about friendships, if y'all want to send me stories about friendships so I can give y'all my input, let me know. Give people their flowers while they're still able to smell them is what I want to say. You never know what people are going through deep down inside. Even with me, like I'm a person who suppresses. I definitely suppress a lot. and I can be, and really, and I feel like a lot of people don't know that. And I feel like some people do notice. Some people do notice, and I give them their kudos for that. They're able to pick up on like, are you okay? How's everything going? But again, like just love them. And also start speaking up. I feel like as adults, and that's kind of something I don't do. I harbor a lot. I harbor a lot inside. If somebody says something that kind of offends me, I kind of just, I'll be like, is this? But I don't never say nothing. And it's like, I kind of hold that and I kind of tuck it away. And then it kind of manifests into something different. It kind of be like, yeah, this hold on for real. But if had you addressed that in the moment, it would be like, what you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Versus, that kind of hurt my feelings. I'm finna tuck it in my pocket and save it for later. Versus just addressing it like, I don't like what you said, that hurt my feelings. And that's just a part of growing up and being an adult. And that is something that I'm really, really learning. I'm learning so much. Confrontation does not always mean conflict. Sometimes confrontation is needed to clear up any confusion. And that is what I'm learning. So, yeah. So I hope we had a good girl talk, good girl chat. I want to leave this open-ended. Again, I do plan on doing a girl talk every single week following. So I hope you guys enjoy these. But I just kind of want to open up that conversation just so we can get this segment started. Again, all the aesthetics, all the vibes will definitely come together in the coming month or so. But yeah, love on your people. Give people their roses. Give people their flowers while they still here. And stop taking everything so offense. And if you start feeling a way about a friend, just address it. Just address it right then and there. Because like I said, you will never know if you don't ask. And that is something I learned. And I've gotten myself in a lot of different situations by not just asking flat out. What's tea? Sometimes you just have to ask that. And I feel like if you're genuine, if y'all really friends, you should be able to ask them anything. Especially like, you should be able to check your friends. Like, I don't like how you said that. I don't like how you did that. But you need to tighten up. Nothing wrong with it. Like, if y'all real, everybody claim they a real right? That would be a real stand on your business. Point blank period. Nah, I'm just playing. But I just had to get it off my chest. I feel like that was a really, really thing that I want to talk about. I think my next girl talk, I want to talk about dating in your 20s. I just want to do it in my 20s series. I think that'll be cool. I'm gonna be 23 this year. I feel like 2021, 22 have all brought me so many different lessons, from relationships to dating to friendships, like just so many things about life in general. And I definitely want to put you guys on this journey with me to just see like the light at the end of the tunnel. Like one day we gonna look up and I'm gonna be 30 years old and I'm gonna be like, what the hell? Like, this shit is so crazy. I'm just getting so much older. But I feel like as I get older, I do nothing but get more wise. I hope you guys enjoyed this girl talk. I've been having a different outlook on life in general lately. And I hope this encourages y'all to start thinking differently and opening up and just giving everybody in your life grace. Because everybody needs it at this point in time. And this is everyone's first time on earth and living. Everything that we're experiencing is everybody's first time. You don't get a second chance. But I'm not gonna talk y'all heads off. I love y'all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me feedback down below. Let me know any other topics that you guys would like to hear as well. But I think that sums up about everything. Thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I will see you guys in my next freaking video.